What's up everybody, it's Kevin and welcome back to the channel. Today we are installing Morimoto fog lights for my 2018 Ford F-150. So let's get to it. I got my package in the mail the other day. I actually installed the first light already yesterday because I wanted to see how it went. Excuse the dog, he's excited. He thinks we're making a video about him. But I installed the first light and check it out. You can see the difference. Oh yeah, that looks so awesome. Versus that. Now there are tons of videos out there on how to do this, and I wanted to show you guys what I thought was the easiest way to do this. I've watched lots of the videos, and prying out this fog light is somewhat of a pain, but I think I have a trick, and you do it in two parts. You work on the front end, but then you also very quickly and easily work from underneath it. And I did the one light in about 5 minutes. So this job, I would say, is probably a 10-minute job with one person. If you have another set of hands, maybe a couple extra minutes you shave off, but it's super simple. So let's get to it. First and foremost, here's the box they came in. They are packaged really well in bubble wrap. And here is the right headlight, well, right fog light. And we're gonna be installing this one. The left one's already installed. And it's actually a really easy install. I did one thing before I started recording this, is you have these two wires and they come not plugged into the adapter. So you pull off the sleeve, and while you're looking at the adapter with the notch on top, the red wire is gonna go on the left-hand side, the black wire is gonna go on the right-hand side. I learned this from finding a video online. I really couldn't find it anywhere on the Morimoto website. I haven't had a lot of luck with the Morimoto website with help and installation and those types of things, but there are already some videos out there, so figured make sure I share that with you guys so you know. And if I haven't said it already, yeah, you like this channel, you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I'm trying to grow this channel. I already have another channel called Learning Science is Fun that has nearly 10,000 subs, but that's for science education and parents and families, and this is just kind of like hobbies and other stuff that I like to record and do. So let's get to it. The first things first, I went and started the car. I turned the wheel to the left all the way. That gives me a little bit more space here to access a couple of these screws. There are actually two screws here, 1, 2, and then there's another one right here. It's a plastic screw that unscrews. It just twists with your finger and then it just pops out. And this is what it looks like. So these two screws here, 5.5 millimeter, or you can use a 7/32 socket to pull them off. Takes just a second. And 2. So I'm gonna scoot you in here so you take a peek. It's kind of hard to see, there's not too much light. Let's see if I can shed some light on the situation. That doesn't really help much. But basically this liner now can pop out and you can get your hand back there to actually take off the pin. So I got a light back there. There's the pin and it pops off really easy. There's a little notch up top and you just pull it off. There it is right there. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see the back of the light. The fog light is right here. So I've seen different people do different things with the front of this. I am going to be using a plastic trim removal kit so I don't scuff up my plastic or destroy anything by accident using a flathead, just strictly because you can apply too much pressure at one point and I don't want to bust anything. I don't plan on installing the original fog lights again, but I'm going to keep them just in case, or if something goes wrong I need to pop them back in. But these tools right here are awesome. I'll put a link in the description below. I think this cost me like 10 bucks on Amazon, and they have been a lifesaver. I've done and used them on the inside for different trim pieces. So here's the other fog lamp from the left-hand side, and you'll see right here, these things just pivot. when they're inside of the car, inside of the plastic. And so this here sits inside of a recessed plastic component. I'll show you what that looks like once I pop it out. But basically it just slides in and pops in, and then you can adjust it using this adjusting screw in the back. Now, different videos online say, you know, mark to see exactly where the screw was so you can put it back up to the same height. I kind of eyeballed it on the left hand side. I'm going to do the same on the right hand side, and then when it gets dark later, I'm going to line it up against the wall and just get underneath there and actually adjust it, because it's so easy and accessible with a Phillips screwdriver. There's no reason for me to stress out about it right now. It's only going to take me a couple of minutes. And so let's show you how to pop this out, because this is the trick. All right, so I'm going to try to show you. There is the Phillips adjustment screw. So we need to get a Phillips screwdriver. I'm actually right underneath the car, flat on the ground, and it is super easy and accessible with a long Phillips screwdriver. The biggest thing though is that there is a spring that keeps the tension on the screw so that the fog light stays adjusted. And so that's the only thing you don't want to lose. I mean, if it drops, it's really not going to go anywhere. You'll be able to find it, but that's the only thing you have to pay attention to. All right, the screw fell down. I'm going to reach up through here and grab the spring. And that fell down too. So here is the screw and the spring that I took out. As you can see here now, I put my hand in the back and I can grab, and it'll just move up and down, right? So before there was no play, that screw keeps everything in place, and that spring keeps it in tension, keeps tension on it so that it doesn't go anywhere. And now all we have to do is get in here. So I pop this one side out, okay? And then on the bottom side, this is the trick. You take a small flathead. But that is the piece we're chasing, because that's what's holding this in. So we're going to take a flathead and we're going to set it in there and just pry it up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to push from the back, and it's just going to pop out because the other side's already out, and this is the last piece holding it in. Boom. That's how easy it is to pop it out. Now, the only thing we need from this light is this little retainer screw. All right, so we pop that out. So there you can see the clip there, and you can see the clip there. And the one here on the left, that's the one I popped out first using my plastic trim tool. So I pushed in and then I kind of just pried it out. And then from the underside, that's where I pushed and used, so down from below, that's where I used the flathead to pry it open. And then I just pushed from the back, pushed from here, and boop, just popped right out. I mean, it literally took a minute and a half. So like I said earlier, this here, the red wire, if I'm looking at this with the notch right here, the red wire is going to go into the left-hand side. It just pops in, and the black wire goes on the right-hand side. Super simple. Then, because this is the right light, this is the bottom, which means this little pin needs to get pushed up through here. And it goes into that. So from the bottom of the car, this goes up and then it tightens, it applies pressure, and it keeps this from moving back and forth. But all we're going to do now is reverse install it. So now all we're going to do is take it and we're going to put the wire through, push this in here, give it a little push, pop on that side, boom, and we are installed. Yeah! So reconnect your connector. There's the new one. There's your stock. Once you've got it, and there you have it. These lights are super simple to install and I think are a great upgrade for any Ford F-150 owner. This is not a plug. I'm not sponsored by Morimoto. Obviously, I have, what, 12 subscribers? It's not going to happen that I'm going to get a sponsorship with that few subscribers because my audience isn't that big. But thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoy the install. If this shed some light on your F-150 and how easy it was to change out these fog lamps, subscribe if you're into it. Smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. I don't have a tacky cheese line or anything like that, but until next time, hope you guys enjoy it.